everybody, Chris Rutz, Tough Trading Guy here. I've been getting a lot of requests lately for scaled versions of a lot of the workouts that I do, or a lot of the things that I've demonstrated on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Wanted to show you today some alternatives for the pull-up. So the pull-up is a full body movement, a lot of upper body, a lot of shoulder, a lot of back muscles. The thing that you want to do is look for ways that mimic that. Look for ways to mimic those movements to allow you to graduate up to them. So I'm going to demonstrate a few of those for you here today. The first one I'm going to demonstrate is basically we're just taking a bar and putting it on the rack. So what we have here is just this bar that is loose on the rack, and I'll demonstrate a few reps with that. So you're going to come under the bar, and you're going to be relatively flat against the ground, back up a few steps, and come up. So with that, you can see you're mimicking that movement, but you're not using your full body weight to have to pull up on each of those pulls. So that's one alternative. So it doesn't have to be a rack like this. It can be a bar at a playground, a railing, anything like that to have that mimicked movement. The next thing I'm going to show you is with the rings. So the nice thing about the rings versus the bar is it's very easy to make adjustments with the rings. So I'm going to move the bar out of the way here for a second. Bear with me. So with the rings, you can do that same thing that you just did with the bar. So you can be like this, mimicking, again, that pull-up position. The nice thing about the rings is without having to adjust the height here, you can increase or decrease the level of difficulty associated with that simply by moving yourself more and more vertical or horizontal to the ground. So at this level, it's going to be a lot easier than at this level. All right, so demonstrated the rings, demonstrated the bar, demonstrated the rings. Now we're going to go into some movements that are strictly on the bar. So with this height, I can jump off the ground a little bit to help me with that pull-up. So this would be called a jumping pull-up. So you can use, depending upon the height of your bar, you can use a step, you can use a box, you can use a bench, anything to allow you to get a little bit of a jump to get you up. You can also work on what we call negatives. So a negative, you're on that bar, you're up, and just gradually coming down. Again, getting back up to that top of that bar however you need to, and then just working on letting your weight down very slowly. All right, so that's the way to do a negative. Last two we're going to do here are going to be assisted with a band. So we've got a band here. You can find these at your gym, at your CrossFit gym, wherever. Varying thicknesses are going to dictate the amount of assistance that you're going to get. The wider the rope, or the wider the band, the more assistance you're going to get. The narrower the band, the less assistance you're going to get. So with this, you simply drape it over the bar, loop it back through, pull it tight. So now you've got some assistance for you to help you with that pull-up. So you're simply going to take that strap, put it in your foot, grab that bar, and voila, you've got an assisted pull-up to help you eventually graduate to a regular pull-up. With this, as the resistance is increased, meaning a thicker rope, in order to prevent it from snapping out, I like to cross my foot over that band, okay? All right, so that is the assisted pull-up with a strap on the bar. Another method I like to use with my students is a little bit safer, a little bit easier to get in and out of. It's basically just using the supports that are built into your rack or the movable supports that you might have for your bars, and having this nice surface to get across. So instead of having to worry about pulling that band down, you've simply got a platform here to step on. So you're going to get that assistance, you're going to be stepping on that band, and you'll get that assistance to bring you up. So with this, you're going to want to play with the height based upon your assistance needed. So the higher you get it, the more assistance you're going to have, as well as the thickness of the bar. So it really adds a nice little option with that, because this way you can build two sorts of resistance, not only the resistance of the band, but also the length from which you are stretched from that bar. So those are really a few options to help you, assist you with that pull-up. But one of the things I really want you to emphasize, whether you're doing the ring pull-up, a regular bar pull-up, an assisted pull-up, whatever it is full range of motion. Okay, so a proper pull-up is your arms are fully extended, and as you come up, you're above the bar. Back down, arms fully extended, back above the bar. So what I call that is full range of motion. You're cheating yourself, and you're cheating your progress, you're limiting your progress, you're shortening the time it's going to take, actually you're lengthening the time it's going to take for you to reach that full pull-up if you're not doing full range of motion. Very, very important. Executing it, whatever scaling method you're using, with full range of motion. So hopefully this helps you guys out some. If you have some questions, need some assistance, as always, add a comment on this YouTube video, like it, subscribe to my channel, follow my other social media feeds, Tough Training on Facebook and Instagram, and at Tough Ruts on Twitter. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more scaled videos to help you progress through your tough training.